This is my issue 12. Should we restrict advertising directed at children? And my first answer was yes, because the minds of these children are not fully developed yet. So their cognitive ability restricts them from fully understanding what's being advertised or the conditions that go along with the advertisement. The example that the book used would be the glam it up shirts, the shirts that have the pretty jewels and all the paint designs, and you use the glam it up detailer and jewels in order to do that. Well, in a child's mind, they see these t-shirts and the products and they think, oh, I can glam it up with any paint or any crystals. So it has to be completely understandable by the children. They have to fully understand what is being advertised to them, what's being sold, and the risks of those things. Also, consequences that are being linked with child advertisement would be childhood obesity, childhood diabetes, and childhood obesity leading into adult obesity, as well as social issues. Now, there's not a hard evidence of any of these things, but there is a perceived connection between them. With that being said, I think you should limit food advertisements for children. Companies such as Hershey's, Coca-Cola, Mars, and Cadbury have all eliminated ads towards children because these companies do not make nutritional items for children. They should not be advertising a drink full of 17 teaspoons of sugar and caffeine and who knows what else. That shouldn't be advertised towards children. So they have actually taken themselves out of that running. But I believe that there should be set nutritional standards for food advertisements. I think if you're going to advertise towards children, you should have a nutritional standard. You should be providing them something that is good for them instead of something that has no positive benefits. With that being said, with the no side, as I stated earlier, there is no evidence supporting that fast food or food advertisements lead to child obesity, that food marketing levels lead to obesity, or that childhood obesity leads to adult obesity. None of these things have been proven scientifically at all. Rates of food advertising are at the lowest level. They're at the level that it was back in 1982. Yet obesity continues to rise. So even though we're marketing less food, obesity is still on the rise. So I don't believe that those two things are connected. Also, advertising had no effects on the demand in over 11 food categories in the United Kingdom. So even though they're promoting and marketing these foods on TV, these food categories, not a single one of them increased in market demand because of the marketing. Also, Quebec and Sweden, they have food marketing laws that have been in place since 1980. So these are rules and standards that have been set about food marketing and marketing towards children since 1980, and yet they don't have any lower obesity rates than we do. So we don't have the laws and they do, and there's no change in obesity. I don't think there's a relation there either. I don't think food marketing has anything to do with food consumption or obesity for that matter. Also, over 80% of adult obesity is developed within the adult stages. So it's not brought over from childhood. It doesn't matter that these people are marketing these foods to children. It's not making them fat adults one day. There's no proof at all that shows that. And lastly, there was a study in the United States in 2008 that showed a child's BMI and the number of visits to the doctor have no correlation. So even if these children are obese, there's no proof that it comes from food marketing. There's no proof that it leads into adult obesity, and there's no link between child obesity and doctor visits. So in my personal opinion, I think childhood advertisements are okay as long as they are firstly appropriate for the age that they're marketing towards. They're clear on what they're marketing, what they're selling, the risks involve something that a child can comprehend, and I think if it is food, that there should be nutritional standards for that. I don't think you should be selling pure sugar to children through commercials. But that is my opinion on advertising directly towards children, and if I think it should be restricted or not. Thanks.